Alright, so this is the LEGO Star Wars ARC-170, and I'm going to be doing a review on it. So, this set released in January of 2025 for a retail price of $70, and this has set number 75402, 497 pieces, 4 minifigures, and an age rating of 9+. And these are the figures. We just get 3 clone pilots and an astromech droid. First up, the clone pilots. Luckily, these are pretty good figures. All of them have great printing on their torsos, which is very detailed, and there's even a print for the tubes going up to their helmets. And the printing on their legs is also pretty good. Their helmets also have very detailed printing, and their faces underneath are essentially the exact same as a normal clone head, just with an orange visor. And these all are essentially the exact same figure, except for the printing on their helmets. And 2 of the pilots are actually named. We have Oddball, Jag, and just a random unnamed clone pilot. And while these are pretty good figures, there is one flaw that is really holding them back for me. And that is the inclusion of dual-molded legs, or more like the lack thereof. Because I feel like dual-molded legs would have really improved the look of the figures. And if you're curious, these are the backprints. We also get this nice dark green astromech droid, named R4P44. And this is a decent figure. I do like the dark green color scheme. The printing on the front is very nice, and the printing on the dome is also pretty good. But sadly, the figure does not include a backprint. It seems like the only astromech droid LEGO is giving backprints to is R2-D2. So here's the build. And luckily, I feel like the build looks pretty good. First up, the wings. The wings do look decent. There's, of course, the nice dark red tip. There's a printed piece right there with a little bit of dark red, which is supposed to replicate it going all the way across. However, it doesn't really match. That one looks more like a maroon, which is just a little annoying. There's a bright green piece right there, a grill, and underneath this small wing, there is some sticker detailing. And the little small wing does look decent. There's, of course, the Republic Navy logo right there. The small wing underneath is pretty much the exact same as the top. At the tip of the wing, there is, of course, the blaster, which looks decent. There's even a dark brown cone at the end. And you might have noticed the spring-loaded shooter. And we all know how those work. You just push down on the back, and then they fire. The engines also look decent. At the back, there's even a nice pink thrust. And there are some ice skate pieces at the front. However, I'd recommend that you try to put that sticker as close to the edge as possible, so there isn't too much of a gap. The side of the ship looks pretty good. There are a couple of stickers, which add some nice detail. The windshields look okay. They are in the relatively new transparent black, which I do like. However, I am not a fan of the stickers, for 2 reasons. First up, they are transparent stickers, meaning it is very easy for air bubbles to appear. Also, as you can probably see, the white detailing on the stickers does not match the bricks whatsoever, which isn't exactly ideal. But I mean, the design of the lines and all do look pretty good. The front looks pretty good, with some nice tan bedding, and of course the classic LEGO Star Wars control panel. You can of course put a figure in and close it up. And they don't look half bad. The second cockpit also looks pretty good. I do like the trans blue accents, and also the control panel. However, their seat is all studs, meaning there is a higher chance of their legs getting stuck. And once you close it up, the second pallet also looks pretty good. And the back seat is the least detailed, again with the 4 studs, meaning the legs, like I said, could get stuck. And sadly, there isn't even any sort of control panel. The back gunner also looks decent. Right there is where you are meant to put the astromech droid. However, you are supposed to put him in first before the 2 pilots. Both of his legs just go on those 2 black jumpers, like that. And then you put in the pilots. And there we go. However, I kind of wish the astromech droid was maybe a little bit higher. At the back, there are the 2 cannons for the gunner, and the top one can just move back and forth, and the bottom one has a lot more posability. If you're curious, this is the bottom of the ship. So, now to show you the flight mode. The flight mode is pretty simple. You just have to open the wings. And there are 2 ways. First of all, you can just grab the wing and push it up. And they all are synchronized, so you move one, the rest follow. Or at the bottom, right there, there's a little Technic beam, which you can move side to side to open it. Just like this. So, pretty cool. Anyway, would I recommend that you get the set? Honestly, yeah, I think I would. The build is great, and the figures are pretty good, except those clone troopers definitely should have included dual molded legs. However, I am not a huge fan of the price. I feel like $70 is maybe a little bit much, especially considering this set is downscaled from the previous two versions. In fact, here's a comparison between all three. So, yeah, it is a little annoying how this one is downscaled. However, you're not really going to notice it that much unless you have it displayed next to the other two, or next to one of them. But I mean, I would give the set probably about a 7 out of 10.